This is Revelation 21 and verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth, man. Back to the basics. Hey, the Lord is only dealing in quotations with men, all right, the sons of Yahweh. Lord willing, we're those men, contrary to popular belief, because of the lies that we've been, taught throughout our generations. A man and a woman are equal. That is something that Esau Edom believes in and teaches. Well, nowadays he teaches even more confusion, which is why this place is called Babylon the Great. Babel going into confusion. And that's what exactly what this place is, man. A huge land of nothing but confusion and lies, man. All right, but contrary to popular belief, a teaching this word, being a prophet, these are only positions that are to be held by the men of the nation of Israel. Okay, so when we tell our people this, if they're still stuck on stupid, all right, then they're gonna have a hard time receiving this. Why? Because we've been taught otherwise, taught to hate ourselves, taught to hate the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. So when you hear the order, the way it's intended to be, man, if you don't have the spirit of the Lord, you're gonna have a problem with each and everything, all right, that the Lord says, man. But again, in Revelation 21, this is the end of the book, by the way. Revelation 21 and 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, God, all right, and he shall be my son. All right, the Lord is very particular how he set things up in this Bible, man. All right, and we do know all things were written for our learning, man. All right, and understanding. So all these words were given by inspiration of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That is to say, these are the words of the Lord, man, concerning him, the Lord Yahweh. All right, only dealing with his sons, with his men. All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. There it is again, man. All right. The Lord is reiterating these things time and time again, who he's dealing with. The only issue that our people have, again, is that they've been taught lies and they don't like the way it sounds because of those lies. If they were always serving the Lord, all right, and never went off, they wouldn't have an issue with. And plus, if we didn't go off, we would be in our power completely, and we would look the position. All right, we're in a low state right now because of our transgression, but it doesn't change the law. Our women want to rule over us and dominate us. And I mean, again, it's because of our transgressions that they even think like that. But that is not the way the Lord set it up. Again, the Lord say, unto you, in Proverbs 8 and 4, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. There it is, reiterating this again and again, that the Lord is only dealing with, all right, his men. All right, and the Lord, through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, sets up men to be priests, teachers, prophets, apostles, all right, all followers of Yahweh Shah. And with those skills, all right, that these men attain, they're able to take wives, all right, and know how to deal with the wives, and have children from these wives, and know how to deal with both their wives and their children, thus for constantly putting out, if you will, a bunch of righteous Israelites. That's the way it's supposed to be. Everybody has their order. The woman, the order of a woman is nothing to scoff at, unless you're just Babylon the graded out. All right, which is 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man, especially here in Babylon the Great, man, that want to lean to their own understanding, have their mind, their conscience seared with that hot iron of confusion and lies that they want to hold on to, man. All right. this is for men. All right. It is what it is. That's the way the Lord set it up. And if we would just obey these simple things, then our nation would be running smoothly. Again, everybody has their role, man. Even if you're a child, man, for the most part, all you gotta do is just have fun and enjoy the earth and righteousness, man. That's the glory and the role of a child. You have nothing to do. Be obedient to your parents, of course, but I'm saying if we were all perfect, keeping the law perfectly, we'd be prospering and won't nobody be questioning the order. But here we are, and at the end of the world, and our people are still having a hard time understanding this prophetess, right? Oh man, what a huge stumbling block did the Lord put in this Bible, just the word prophetess alone. If a woman has any type of out of order spirit, she see that, she hear that, she's gonna go off. And a lot of our women, think themselves to be in the position that ought be for men. All right, pastors, the Lord deliver me from that. I got a so-called black woman running the Church of the Dead that I was attending, that I grew up in. So-called pastor, female. You see what I'm saying? All these aren't positions that are for women. All right, you women have a very beautiful role when it comes to being a helpmeet to a man of the Lord. Again, we're being hearing all these lies and seeing us at the bottom through all these generations. Hey man, as soon as Eve saw a crack of light where she could quote unquote prosper without the man, she was gone and she ain't been back since. And we can go, starting with, Eve, Adam and Eve, absolutely, Eve ain't been back since he saw, what she thought the grass was greener on the other side. Now look at us. Through her, we all die, man. All right, talking about that woman, that's why, hey, the Lord charged us, but us being carnal, all right, carnal pertains to the flesh, being men in the flesh, man, we got weak. And we started, to go off, starting with Adam, all right? And we started to listen to women. So that's how they got in the position that they're in now. And I'll bring out these precepts. Matter of fact, let's get there right quick. In the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thy backsliding daughter? Referring to the nation of Israel as a whole. All right. For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. All right. So this is a new thing because of the backsliding daughter, which is the nation of Israel, starting with the man. All right. Then the woman and the child, because they follow whatever type of example we put out. And because of our transgressions, all right, starting with the men, he did this thing. A woman shall compass a man. There it is, man. And we see that now more than ever, this punishment that the Lord put upon our entire nation by letting the weaker vessel, quote unquote, run things, or if not really running things, think she is, especially here with the whole covenant that Eve and Esau has to keep the man out of the household so that they can prosper. Okay. Make being a independent woman the thing to be, like it's something to be desired. That is, an image that they portray very often amongst our people, for our women to be, single and independent and prospering, man. This is against our ways, which is exactly why our nation is effed up right now, man. All right. So how long would thou go about thy backsliding? The nation of Israel started with the men, and we've been doing this for quite some time, man. But this is all a part of our punishment, man. Us going into captivity, period. Having these people over us, period. All the way down to our women, compassing us, man. All right. This is because us as men supposed to be the heads under Malak Yahawashah of Israel, especially concerning our own individual households, man. We didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Therefore, sin, all right, got a hold of us. And then, of course, punishment. And here we are today. The Wadi Yahweh Shema Hawashah for the remnant, All right, the Lord has woken up a few good men unto, remembrance of our power, Yahweh Bashem Shah, and how we got into this situation. Khan. Salakia. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 13. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath Yahweh given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. Yeah, man. Again, reiterating that the Lord is only dealing a particular way, being, the heads, teaching, prophets, apostles, warriors, men. Okay. This is a sore travail that the Lord has given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith, man. All right. And the scriptures go into, wisdom driveth a wise man mad, man. Knowing these things, knowing the harshness of prophecy, but not denying the power thereof, man. All right. Um, this is our lot, man. This is a part of being a man. The Lord has given, each brother uh, a certain level of strength that is greater than that in which he has given a woman. They have their own strength. Really seriously, even and that can definitely even translate into, physical manifestation as well, as it relates to a woman, from the ability to do what it is that she does, especially concerning children, man. Just watch women, man. They're able to hold these children for extended periods of time, man, doing all type of other stuff, man. All right. Like, and you've heard the stories of women having this incredible, strength when their children are in danger, so much so that they could maybe lift a vehicle, with the adrenaline and the strength from the love that a mother, shows towards her children. But again, that's her own glory. It isn't to be a warrior. All right. It isn't to be likened unto a man. And it starts, with teaching his truth, teaching his word, calling yourself a prophet. All right. This is for men. And again, hey, this is a burden that isn't necessarily a burden that a woman needs to experience. Matter of fact, let me bring that out. In 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. But I suffer not a woman to teach. That's an unnecessary burden, is what I'm going into through the Spirit. This is a burden to be out there on the highways and byways, getting ready to get persecuted on a whole nother level. Just, everything that we go through as men, all right, is for us, all right. You women calling yourselves, prophetesses, not really having an understanding, all right, or a prophet, or an apostle, or a bishop, or a pastor, or just somebody, usurping authority over men. They could be in your, positions on a plantation. Some of you women are in positions that has you over men. Again, this is an unnecessary burden. Even in the military, you got these, drill sergeants. A lot of them be female. A lot of them be Eve, man. Ain't finna bust a grape though out in no real combat theater. All right, but a pretend and yell and wear the uniform as if she's going to be instructing men on the battlefield into war, into combat, man. All right, they just now start. Babylon the Great just now started letting women, quote unquote, be in combat roles. Okay. And that's another sign of the times, man. Just, you see, they have a certain compromising spirit about them. and a certain like defeated spirit to even, go that route and not let the boys be boys, especially about real, war. You got to let the boys be boys, but that's the signs of the times, man. Sign of a declining, failing kingdom when you're letting women pretend like they're warriors, because they'll never be that. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shai. They can pretend all they want. The Lord will let them pretend and be puffed up. But when it really starts, man, I mean, we're finna see. I mean, so far it's looking like it's only gonna be the sons of Yahweh, all right, that's gonna be able to stand and show themselves men during this time. This great tribulation that we speak of often. I mean, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they about to get exposed. And the Lord knows they're getting exposed now with all this truth coming out, especially in the industry, right? All these things being revealed about these guys. Even just the industry being wicked, period. Just that revelation. Or people selling their souls, quote unquote, or whatever, all type of weirdo stuff. And we've been hearing this for quite some time. All the industry is evil. All they're only promoting this type of music now. I mean, just that, coming into the light is the spirit of Yahweh Shema Hawashai, concerning things coming to the light in these last days, man. All right, but let's go to a couple more precepts. Proverbs 1:8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father and forsake not the law of thy mother. And there it is again, man. And in verse 10, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Again, the point is, my son, my son, my son. Verse 15, my son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, man. Again, just reiterating so many times, it is my son, because that is who this is for. All right, written by men for men of the nation of Israel. Who cares other than people that are against Yahweh Shema Hawashai, the way that the Lord set it up? All right. Women hear this, they got a problem with it. Who cares? We're just trying to go home and live in paradise. Why must you make a big fuss about something so simple, a concept so simple? All right, there's deeper things that may be a little bit harder to understand, reincarnation, etc., for an individual, but not teaching this truth, man. Not this being for the men. All right. And again, we utilize what we learned in the Bible to be able to deal decently with our women and children, man. Thus for producing a fully functional nation. Right now we're very dysfunctional, right? We're not functioning on a high level at all. We got the hopeful elect has, we're just waking up. So we're not serving the Lord to the best of our ability because we're still in our flesh. And then you got the 2/3, they're completely clueless forever. And until the Lord, brings judgment and bring them back in the kingdom, they're through. So, I mean, it's a lot to deal with, man. But again, we both have our lots, male, female, children. Okay. Let's see. Proverbs 2:1. Yeah. My son, there it is again. If thou will receive my words and hide my commandments with thee. It's just man. Proverbs, watch. 3:1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments, man. All right. Remember, that's how we show love to the Lord, by keeping his commandments, feeding the sheep to the best of our ability, of course, because we're in this flesh. In verse 11, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. And that's something we got to remember as the sons, the chastisement, seeing our women get above us, go off, cheat on us, like adultery, right? We the one that did it to the Lord. This is something that the sons remember. And because, the Lord is you're all knowing. I mean, he knows how to judge perfectly, and he knows that since we committed adultery, he made sure that our nation, our women and children committed adultery upon us. Cause they're in it too. All right. It may not be, man's going to the Lord, but Esau, even in that union that they have, I mean, they turn the children against, the father as well, man. So I mean, they're against us as well, our children. I mean, matter of fact, in Isaiah 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors. And I'm explaining, how they're oppressing us, our children, because they have to be in league with Esau, Edom too. And women rule over them. We were just talking about that woman compassing a man. Our women rule over us in all type of ways nowadays, man. Nowadays, body count, right? Women are just whored out. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path, man. And for a long time, we didn't. I mean, who are we listening to? Who are our leaders? Hey, some would say the woman. Shit. All right. Some would say Esau, Edom. All right. But again, the Lord's hopeful elect. We don't, woken up, and we're serving the Lord. We're following the Lord, man. So the Lord is leading us the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah. And as far as our people, shit, they still listening to the woman and Esau Edom. So we don't want to be like that. But man, I gotta get ready to get out. But I'll leave it at that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Call Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Till next time, Shalom.